Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see plenty of sun out there this morning as we are expecting a fairly nice day ahead of us for our Monday, seeing those temperatures climbing into the 60s. And then we'll move into a more wet and unsettled weather pattern as we move through the middle portion of the week. And then we should see things drying out as we get towards the end of the work week. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, we have this area of high pressure over the region is keeping things quiet as we move through the day. Over the next 24 hours, we'll start to see that area of high pressure receding off to the east, and this area of low pressure off to the west will track eastward towards the region, and then we'll see a secondary area of low pressure developing just south along the coast, and that's going to bring in those rain chances as we get into tomorrow during the PM hours and continuing into the day on Wednesday. If we look at our upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have that southerly wind near the surface, seeing fairly light winds through the column here with our winds 25 to 35 knots as we get into the mid and upper levels. Our peak wind today around 37 knots and seeing our freezing level around 9,900 feet. If we take a look at our current visible satellite, we can see still a few of those low clouds around 2,000 feet that were in the area this morning. Slowly starting to see those move out of the area and just some high clouds, but overall mostly sunny skies across the region this morning. We look at our short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out as we move through the day today. Again, expecting mainly partly cloudy conditions as we move through the day today. Going into the evening time frame, we'll see an increase in the high clouds moving in, but overall dry conditions. We'll see a slight breeze picking up out of the southeast for the afternoon time frame, but we'll see pretty nice conditions as we go into the day on Tuesday. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, mainly high clouds around, but starting off with some nice conditions. But as we move through the day on Tuesday, we'll start to see these rain showers building into the area, mainly west of the area. We can't rule out a few rain showers making it over to the Wallops region as we get into the afternoon time frame and continuing into the evening. As we move further into the evening, we'll see our best chance of more widespread showers and potentially a few embedded thunderstorms with that activity moving in through the Tuesday overnight time frame and continuing as we go through the morning time on Wednesday. So if we zoom out here, look at the GFS model here, starting on Wednesday morning, continue to see those rain chances around as we go through Wednesday morning and through the day on Wednesday as that area of low pressure continues to meander just off the coast. But as we go into the day on Thursday, we should see things start to dry out as that low pressure moves further off the coast, but keeping a breezy northeasterly wind, likely seeing a continuation of some mostly cloudy conditions with that onshore flow on Thursday. Maybe a sprinkle here or there, but nothing too impactful with the precip, and then we'll see things continuing to dry out with things clearing out as we get into the day on Friday as that area of low pressure moves away. Going into the weekend time frame, looks like we'll have the potential for another rain event moving through as we go overnight Friday and in through the day on Saturday. The GFS here has that pushing through. Widespread rain in the area as we get to the start of the day on Saturday. European model looking a little drier than the GFS here, so there is some optimism there, but we'll have to narrow that down as we get closer to the weekend. But nonetheless, things look to dry out as we get into the Sunday time frame with maybe a very slight chance of a pop-up shower in the afternoon, but overall nice temperatures with dry weather continuing into Sunday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours. We'll see those temperatures climbing up into the mid-60s for the afternoon time frame and seeing that wind pick up out of the south-southeast to southeast around 8 to 13 knots with those peak winds this afternoon around 18 knots. And just expecting a few cumulus clouds to move through the area for the daytime hours today and a few high clouds around. Then as we get into the evening time frame, we'll see those building in coverage for those high clouds as we go through the overnight. That will keep temperatures fairly mild with a low just around 57 degrees for our low, and start to climb temperatures as we get to the start of the day on Tuesdays. Winds lightening up a bit and turning more southerly as we start the day on Tuesday. Do have a slight chance we'll see some patchy mist or fog around the area for our Tuesday morning. If we take a look at the next couple days, we'll see Tuesday, mostly cloudy conditions to overcast at times. We'll see those rain shower, chance of that afternoon rain showers moving through. Slight chance of a thunderstorm with that activity, but not looking very high at this time, but enough to give us a yellow risk for that lightning threat as well as a yellow risk for that precip threat. We'll also see some slightly breezy conditions through today, so looking at a yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots with a chance of that wind advisory, but pretty mild temperatures with a high around 70 degrees going into Tuesday evening. We bump up to an orange risk for that precip and a yellow risk for those reduced ceilings of visibilities, as we have our best chance of seeing that rain shower activity moving through, and we'll have a better chance of seeing some embedded thunderstorms with that activity as it pushes through. Slightly breezy conditions continue with a low around 60 degrees. And much of that continues as we go into the day on Wednesday. Mostly cloudy, overcast, continued chance of those rain showers and embedded thunderstorms. Slightly breezy conditions, slightly cooler with a high around 68 degrees, but keeping that color scheme for our weather risk as we go into the day on Wednesday. We look at the extended forecast here. We'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions likely on Thursday with that northeasterly flow. Slightly breezy, high around 70 degrees. We'll see low around 57 as we go into the weekend time frame. Looking at a nice day for Friday with high around 72 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy conditions at times. Pick up that next rain chance, looking at about a 60% chance for the day on Saturday. Most of that starting during the morning hours on Saturday and continuing through at least the first part of the day. And then as we get into the end of the weekend, looking like another nice day with partly cloudy conditions and our highs right around 74 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 to 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.